And so the thrill of the opening game.
Everybody,
Giddy
and
hope and
welcome to
expectation.
today's match.
They all line up as equals, looking for the perfect start. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So a strong start, essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly.
Big chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious. Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
David Villa. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Still goalless. Over to the left. David Villa. Can he get it through? Fabio Cardozo getting this one clear. And he's being shifted off it. Collier. There they go, hunting in packs. He's had it taken off him. Played out towards the right wing. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. David Villa, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. David Villa. Oh, good ball, and this... There's the hit!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice interception, well timed. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate.
So it's been
and
even
so we
so
reach the
far.
break, and
Which
the
way
game
will things go in the
remains
second half?
goalless.
Ours, of course.
So your views on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort.
Substitution
They've
in
never been
progress.
broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Schneider. Petit. Collier. Now Mbappe. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
This is the time you need that pace.
Schneider. And it's Petit. Petit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Kohler did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again. Footballing width usually identifies with...
And the shot! In he goes again. Really well taken goal. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency.
Collar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, smashing header. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, that's well spotted. Petit. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
That is good alertness. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos purring through the gears.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gently done. And he's onside. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. Steaming on, hits one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
There's the header! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
That's that, the end. So this is already looking like a tough test, an anticlimactic end to a game which started with so much hope. So welcome one and all to our live coverage of
everybody,
the
and
ongoing
welcome
group
to
stage
today's
here, the
match.
tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Gonzalez. And he's managed to get free. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Van der Vaart.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gonzalez. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, sweet feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Throw in. Half an hour played now. Oh, nice touch. Roberto Carlos. Corner it is. So, third corner of the game. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now a sudden chance to counter. Corner! That comes as a mighty relief. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. He has found a way through. And that has been knocked clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, super ball! Schneider!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kolomuani. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains
That
goalless.
was the first half. Let's
So
hope
there
the
was
boys
the
can
first
turn it up
half.
for the second.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may
Substitution.
well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is nil. Had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robson. Robson! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tries to get it clear. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's in on decent hit! And it's hoisted clear. Oh, this looks sharp. And he has been fouled there. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cambiasso. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Hits one!
The attendance for this match
And he has
was
kicked it out somehow.
71,550.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Gonzalez. Can he finish? No mistake!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Van der Vaart.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Can he put it away? And that is wildly off target.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Almost nothing left on the clock here. Rodri. Ricky Puig. Collier. He's in, surely! Shapes to shoot! So close to drawing level.
Robson knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Collar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Robson. Julie. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Van der Vaart knocks it out wide. Backward it goes. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's it. They are out.
Please put
Just
your hands
not
together,
good
everyone,
enough.
and give our
They've
boys
barely
a
got a
round of
foothold. And so the thrill of the opening game.
Hello,
Giddy
everybody,
hope and
and
expectation.
welcome to today's match.
They all line up as equals, looking for the perfect start. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up after the opening group game. So we can expect this to be highly competitive.
It's Snyder! Wonderful!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And that is a little undercooked. And he's lost. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. Van der Vaart. That has been cut short. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Julie. He has found the way through. That is lovely. Schneider. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Approaching the half-hour mark. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van der Vaart.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Spread neatly. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Schneider promptly onto that, and that is that. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Schneider. Real chance! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Cafu, he gets big! He will be livid with himself.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
2 added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
this looks sharp. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's burst through. And the first half is done. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success
We're down,
with
but we're far
another
from
show
out.
of strength?
Now let's all rally behind the boys
A
and show them a bit
half
of support.
massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then. Roberto Carlos. Ricky Puig. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Adams gets across and deals with it. Cafu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pickford. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Cafu. Ricky Puig. Now then, the ball's come loose.
The attendance for
Kohler
this match
really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There will be a throw-in.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please. He's done particularly well there. It's wonderful focus.
Has a goal! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Simplicity itself.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, taken with style! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Ball's gone out of play. Could try cutting inside here. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shot could be on. Julie. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Cafu. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, nice touch. He is through here. Terrific header. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And we're done. So a smooth start, and one which, at least results-wise, could not have been better. That'll do. And so the enduringly thrilling ambience of the group game upon which everything hinges. Their existence in this competition is down to this game. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
We have already started here. Well, he's a little fella, Ludovic Giuly, but he is one of those, Jim, appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. For me, the perfect go-between player in that final third who links up midfield.
And Owen! Dispatched clinically! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van der Vaart. A win here so important to their ambitions. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gonzalez, drilled in low. Rodri, that's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Ricky Puig. Nice ball, and he's in here. Giuly!
Giuly really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had it taken off him. Cafu. Fire, shapes to shoot! Goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's intervened well there. Yildiz. Cambiasso. Yildiz. Kolomuani. Petit gets across and deals with it.
Has been indicated.
Ricky Puig. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the game has already resumed here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Conceição. Locatelli. Cambiasso in acres of space out wide. Another chance from a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. Yildiz.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Almost an hour gone. Gonzalez. Always onto this. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van der Vaart. He's found a way through. He's free. He has got space. Has a go! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A case now of complete control. He is through here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Roberto Carlos. Van der Vaart. You can run onto that. Owen is flagged offside. Riqui Puig. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's lofted through here. Can he finish? Oh, brilliant save.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
It's their second corner of the game. Kelly gets it away. And no, he's seen through all of that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Riqui Puig takes control of it and he's on the move. He's in space and looking for options.
Added time.
Julie! They've scored! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, this is the sight of a dream fulfilled. So this is where things become truly serious.
Hello,
Every
everybody,
side
and
battle
welcome
hard,
to today's
having
match.
survived the previous stage, and from this point on, every game is all or nothing, do or die, and there is no atmosphere quite like it. You have to say, this is where the competition really starts. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, past tournaments have so often brought together the very best of so many different footballing cultures and principles, and we hope we're going to see all of that again.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Peter. These intercontinental events have really come on since my playing days. The game is now operating to a higher standard all over the world, and tournaments like this are doing their bit in educating generations of players and coaches to push the message forward.
We have already started here. Well, he's a little fella, Ludovic Giuly, but he is one of those, Jim, appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. For me, the perfect go-between player in that final third who links up midfield and attack. One of those nightmare scenarios for defenders not wanting to follow him into deeper space.
Because he's just so bright, so intelligent.
Yeah, well, usually he's looking to drag them out of position, and he's so good with his technical ability and vision that all of a sudden they've got a big problem.
You want him in your team. Gently done. Petit. Drogba. A lovely feat. It's Drogba! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! Yes! First blood drawn. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Fran Garcia did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Iniesta. And here's Drogba. Caught offside that time. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Lucas Vasquez was in no mood for any of that. Iniesta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos. Iniesta could try cutting inside. Up for a header! Harmlessly behind.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz. Now Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's fabulous! And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Drogba. He's got a side of goal! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Modric. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
70,987.
Cafu. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He is through here. Nicely aimed pass. And he welcomes it in. Great hit! This time, surely! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his name. Drogba being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Fran Garcia is fouled.
That's good defensive concentration. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Iniesta. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Shot a goal! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Goulart goes short. He is just caressing the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice ball, and the shot! They've done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Rodri.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Drogba. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. The hostilities have already resumed. Played out to the left flank. Iniesta. Out for a throw. Delivers with whip. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Ceballos. Great ball if he can get there. And no, that was never going to make it. Beckenbauer. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ceballos. And the counter is on. Lucas Vazquez. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Now, what about a counter-attack? Petit. And he's intervened well there. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Those of you making their way home on
Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team?
Substitutions taking place.
And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Robson, there he goes, motoring forward. Steaming. Can he put it away? Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Number 8.
He's through and all alone! Decent hit! Really well taken goal. And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Schneider. Schneider looking to penetrate opposition lines.
There will be 1 minute
Modric.
added time.
And Güler.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That looks a cracking ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Please join
Victory
me
in round
wishing all
one.
the
Still, of
best
course,
to
a lot to
members
do,
of our fan
but it is
clubs.
one. Well, the atmosphere is building up very, very nicely to
Hello,
what would
everybody, and
undoubtedly
welcome
be
to
yet
today's
another
match.
high-caliber conflict, the sort you have to expect at this stage of a great competition. The atmosphere is electric and the noise ear-splitting. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. So this is where we're up to in the quarter-finals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
And already we're underway here. And he's picked it up out wide. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And it's been taken short. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Well, he's a little fella, Ludovic Julie, but he is one of those, Jim, appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. For me, the perfect go-between player in that final third who links up midfield and attack. One of those nightmare scenarios for defenders not wanting to follow him into deeper space.
Because he's just so bright, so intelligent.
Yeah, well, usually he's looking to drag them out of position, and he's so good with his technical ability and vision that all of a sudden they've got a big problem.
You want him in your team. Julie. It's out for a goal kick. No goals as yet. Barreiro. Benfica looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team.
He's had a shot! Goal! Benfica! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Benfica have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Cafu. Here's Ricky Puig. Julie.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Kirkchu. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Kukçu. And the shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Played out towards the right wing. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Iniesta looking to run onto it.
The attendance for this match
So, Jim,
was
what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one
71,898.
down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Drogba. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. And he's there to clear it.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's beaten the last man. Kukçu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kukçu.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Kukçu purring through the gears.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Barrero.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Benfica clearly now in lead preservation mode.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
So that's it. It is all over. Out at the quarter-finals, and as hopes quietly rose, so now they dip away. Well, surely most would agree that we are in what is very much the business end of the competition now. Just 3 more rounds to go, and it is reasonable to believe that they have as good a chance as anyone does. That is the overriding sense here. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here with a place. Can he put it away? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
And they've got a throw. Mikel Merino finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, he's a real metronome in midfield, Peter. But the opposition can't afford to be mesmerised by him. He's always probing for that killer ball, though. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him making all the difference out there.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So it is still 0-0. Merino.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Beckenbauer. Cafu. Adams. Cafu. Great run on the overlap here. Ricky Puig. Oh, nice touch. Here's Rodri. Merino touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Barreiro. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He gets big! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Adams. Beckenbauer. For Merino. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ricky Puig. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Barreiro. Kokchu. Barreiro. To Aktukolu.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Aktukolu. It's a goal kick. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Aktakolu, Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Ricky Puig, Julie, Cafu, drilled in low. It's Drogba! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
The attendance for this match
So
was
we've reached the hour mark.
71,550.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
He's through here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Kokchu, Aktakolu, Merino, Mikel Merino going full steam ahead down the left flank. Shot could be on. Can he find the finish? Well, there's the clearance.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's got away. He's found some space.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
That's a little off target.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Aktakolu, and he's managed to get free. He's in space and looking for options. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And we are already back underway. Now, who's going to be first to this? Ricky Puig. Very nicely done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well timed, excellent interception. And the pass is intercepted. Aktakolu. Extra time reaches half-time.
Hello everybody, and this is a
We have to accept that penalties are now a realistic possibility. You'd hate to think that either side is settling for that, given what a lottery penalties can be. But the players are evidently tired, and it may come to that. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Good read, needed to be. Florentino Luis, looking tidy in possession here. That's really well manoeuvred. Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem that we are headed for penalties.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Kokchu. Barrero.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Yeah, the longer it went on, it kind of became inevitable that it would end this way, and while each defence can be proud, they've got very little say from here. It's up to the keepers now.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. And he has done his bit.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Kokchu is the next to run the gauntlet. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
This to double their advantage. Good penalty, just steered it the other way. 2 to the good. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. That's a good penalty.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
This to put them 2 up. And they're 2 up. Benfica can't afford to miss another one.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
This to double their advantage. Keeper's gone the wrong way. And that doubles their lead. The margin of error is 0. So another test passed, and the message could not be more clear. We are... So just one more hurdle before the ultimate final where everybody wants to be, and the atmosphere is truly sizzling. Expectations high, volume high, tension high, but most importantly of all, the stakes very, very high. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So it's a straight shootout for the final. That's what we're going to see. There's nowhere, Jim, you would rather be.
Yeah, one of the occasions of the season, and in an atmosphere to match it. We may well see a high-octane contest where both really look to test respective defences. I sincerely hope we avoid the alternative, which is a potential game of chess. It deserves much more than that, Peter. Here's hoping.
We have already started here. Beckenbauer has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Oh, super find. Oh, smashing header! And that's caused a worry or two. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Stefan de Vrij. He's a very clever central defender who's positioning and reading of the game.
He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Throw-in. Oh, he's found support out wide. And they've got rid. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And that has been clubbed away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Darmian does well to stand firm and defend it. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Riqui Puig. Iniesta looking to get on the end of this. And he's managed to get rid. And that is out of play. Adams. And it's Roberto Carlos. Riqui Puig. Here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's got the shot away! Oh, it's gone in! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
It's a simple game. The striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Climbs up big! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Look, it's a run defence.
He's got tall! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
There will be
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
DiMarco. Rodri. Half-time in the semi-final. How would you review the first half?
Oh, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
So it's half-time in the semi-final. It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Bissek. Stefan de Vrij. Iniesta. Sommer deals with it effortlessly. DiMarco. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
The attendance for this match
Iniesta,
was
who does have an assist to his name.
80,113.
Cafu charging forward, the ball at his feet. He can run onto that. Oh, what a climb! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's gone loose. Oh, what has happened here? Keeper's ball. Zalewski.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Oh, played right into his path.
Well played and well cleared.
Correa. Well, there's the clearance. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And it's Damian.
There will be 1 minute
Correa.
added time.
Can he finish? It's in!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Into Milan. And that's it. They've done it, and you cannot say it is undeserved. This is a team that has looked increasingly like champions. And they... So this is the one we've all been waiting for, the crowd embracing the ultimate game in the competition, the ultimate date with destiny for their teams, as one of the game's most sought-after pieces of silverware is within their reach. No shortage of glitz or glamour, and fitting that the final chapter to what has been a great footballing saga should feel as it does here. Let us be treated to a grand finale. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, Jim, you've seen a lot of this type of tournament. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, these games, Peter, are a real learning curve because you're coming up against teams and individual opponents that are unlikely to stick to what you'd really like them to do. That plays on your concentration and your ability to improvise against what you're facing, whilst playing your part in your own team's tactics. So it really is time to switch on here.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, having been involved in quite a few games of this stature, Peter, you can never get enough of this. It really is quite surreal.
Looking for the runner. Can he latch on to this?
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Doué.
I think in Ludovic Giuli, you have a player who's a bit of an unsung hero, a very fine player in his own right, Peter, but always someone I see as the perfect foil to a goal scorer.
Team player, it's not about him, is it?
Yeah, he's the clever one that really plays as a second striker more often than not, and he makes it happen.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kvaratskhelia. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Nuno Mendes. Merino. Well, they've got it again.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is lovely. Ricky Puig. Julie! It's in! Could this be it? The celebrations say it might well be. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
They have what they wanted. The first decent hit! And that's caused a worry or two. Iniesta. Merino. Now it's Ricky Puig. Julie delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that...
Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
Well, it's obvious who's likely to be more content going in at half-time, but I sincerely hope that there's a fitting response from the opposition to really engage us on the big occasion.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Fabian Ruiz. In with the challenge. Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. Van der Vaart. Doué. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. That has not gone well. Adams. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Gonzalo Ramos.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain.
Great hit! They've done it! Parity is restored. They just will not be beaten.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
After 68 minutes, number 8, Fabian Ruiz.
certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either.
Gonzalo Ramos! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Mendes with the short one. Vitinha puts them all in. And now they can spring out of defence. Van der Vaart. And it's Owen. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Gonzalo Ramos. Kvaratskhelia. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Van der Vaart. He's got the shot away! Oh, should have put that away.
Riqui Puig has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Over to the left. Fabian Ruiz. Nicely spread.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. All square after 90 minutes. There will be extra time.
Well, finals often do end up like this, Peter. Neither side willing to give way, and this is what you get. So you have to applaud the efforts of both teams.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. And the action has already restarted. He's found a way through. He rises! Gets the shot away! Vitinha tries to clear. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Doué. Doué stood his ground strongly. Look at this, can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Extra time reaches half-time.
Just a quick request today for everybody.
Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team?
Substitutions taking place.
The whistle goes, we're off and running. The last 15 minutes, the closing stretch of a marathon final. He's through, now is he in? It's run shapes to shoot! Shot could be on. Nice control. Great hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. João Neves. So the final moments of the final, and the destiny of the cup still unclear. Kvaratskhelia, he's shifting through the gears here. He's taking on Kvaratskhelia!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Hakimi. And that's it. Nothing between them. It is penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. 1-0.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
So the ball is placed on the spot. Owen is the next man in the spotlight. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper and maybe that put him off.
Paris Saint-Germain with this chance to pull two clear. Oh, what a save!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Van der Vaart is the second man to step up for his team. Top corner!
He just did what he was asked.
Fabian Ruiz is third in line. Oh, Cooley does it!
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Schneider is the third man to step forward. Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking for comfort. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Roberto Carlos comes up, their fourth taker. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
I suspect a change of mind could have been the problem then.
Pickford obliged to stop this to keep them alive. And that has lifted the roof. The ultimate heartbreak, the prize dangled in their faces and was cruelly snatched away. So this is the one we've all been waiting for, the crowd embracing the ultimate game in the competition, the ultimate date with destiny for their teams, as one of the game's most sought-after pieces of silverware is within their reach. No shortage of glitz or glamour, and fitting that the final chapter to what has been a great footballing saga should feel as it does here. Let us be treated to a grand finale. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Drogba! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Doué. Hakimi.
I think in Ludovic Giuli, you have a player who's a bit of an unsung hero, a very fine player in his own right, Peter, but always someone I see as the perfect foil to a goal scorer.
Team player, it's not about him, is it?
Yeah, he's the clever one that really plays as a second striker more often than not, and he makes it happen.
He's looking wide. Neither side yet able to find the net. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out towards the right wing, back into the middle. Could move up a gear here. João Neves. Oh, super find. And he's got the beating of his man. Doué. Rodri. Merino. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Ricky Puig. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Drogba. And here's Drogba. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And there's green grass ahead of him. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Hakimi. Gonzalo Ramos.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and
Big header! He scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Paris Saint-Germain, foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, and his manager is visibly annoyed with that, and that's one more thought that he didn't want to have to think about.
Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Roberto Carlos! And how good was that? A finish of true class! Parity is restored, they just will not be beaten. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
I think both teams have played their part in what's been a pretty tight affair, and this is exactly the type of match now when the better players can come to the fore and make all the difference.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them, the score 1-1.
Substitution in progress.
The whistle goes, we're off and running. So we're all set for a tense second half of this. And on! Cross flung in towards the middle. That'll be a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ricky Puig. There's the hit! He can get that clear. Collier. And he's there to clear it. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Gonzalo Ramos, and he's managed to get free. Gonzalo Ramos unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
72,306.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Roberto Carlos looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Owen. Cafu. Cafu charging forward down that flank. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ricky Puig. That's very neat. Stood up well to him there. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a climb!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Gonzalo Ramos. So the final moments of the final, and the destiny of the cup still unclear. Koller. Real chance here. He rises! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's free. He's had a hit! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Simply, the big day was their day. Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone.
Hello,
A red letter day for everybody here,
match.
and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion. It adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I really like this guy, Romagnoli, Peter, especially the way he's willing to go further up the field and press opponents in high positions, giving his team that opportunity to counter a little more quicker. You need to be very confident to be able to go that far up with that sort of regularity. But he pulls it off.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Guendouzi. Nuno Tavares.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the middle. No, that's not going to find its target. The less said about that pass, the better. Castellanos! Goal! Lazio! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Lazio penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rovella, and that's gone loose. And he's in on goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Luis Alberto. Guendouzi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Palmer with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and controls.
Luis Alberto! Yes! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
That has certainly made things interesting. Haaland!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Keeper sees it all the way. And there's the end of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1-1.
From the regional police department.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change.
21.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Number 30.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rodrigo! Oh, great real chance! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Isaacson! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Luis Alberto, and here's the chance to counter.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Rafael
The attendance for
Leao.
this match was
Now it's Rodrigo.
71,550.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
He's dribbled past his man here. He has found the way through. Rafael Leao! Romagnoli gets good distance on it. Big chance to get at them. Nuno Tavares. That's been cut out, well played.
Lazio showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky...
Goes to finish! And he hits the net! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige!
After 73
perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight...
He's given it away! And it's Pedro. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Mario Gila gets over and intercepts. Marusic. Now it's Pedro. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Ball is over the line. Witsel. It's a good run down the right. Guendouzi. Nice bit of trickery. Zaccagni. Great work on the overlap. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Zaccagni, Pedro, now it's Pedro, and the... Heads it! There's a goal! Deep into injury time! What a great... That's that, the end. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win, earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Has a shot! Great reaction! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And here's Foden. Oh, nice touch. Luis Alberto. And here's Foden. Early ball. And the counter is on. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's got tall. Harmlessly behind.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
That's the throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foden. David. Terrific header! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That's it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a lovely, neat pass. David! Now it's David. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Matheus Cunha. Driving forward. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's managed to... And the shot! Oh no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Carlos Augusto. Foden. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And here's Foden. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are back underway. Matheus Cunha. Now it's David. Oh, he's burst through!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Foden on 2 now and looking for 3. Rudiger. And it's Witsel.
The attendance
Di
for this
Lorenzo.
match was 71,898.
Palmer. And no, that was never going to make it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Matheus Cunha. Palmer. Di Lorenzo. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's David. Nice control. Here's the delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Palmer! Well, that is remarkable.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
Substitution on the field. Number 32.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Coming on the field, number 30, number 9, number 11.
Palmer. David. Caught offside that time. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Rodri. Carlos Augusto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Into the last 5 minutes. Di Lorenzo. Punched away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he spark a counter here? And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds,
Hello,
those
everybody,
memories,
and
the
welcome to
unbelievable
today's
highs, the
match.
unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already... Can he put it away? Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Luis Alberto. Foden. So nearly the perfect ball. Pedro Neto finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, he's got such pace and quick feet. I can't wait to see him pick the ball up and burst into life. He has some explosive movement. He can cross and shoot, of course, but I also really enjoy watching his decoy runs. That kind of movement off the ball can be just as decisive as anything that's done in possession.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Aronson. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Foden. Now, what about a counter-attack? The less said about that pass, the better. Neither side yet able to find the net. Aronson. That has been cut short. Luis Alberto, spread it left. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Leeds upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Di Lorenzo. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Foden. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Solomon. Di Lorenzo. Kluivert. And we hit half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side... And the shot! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Leeds are in front now, the game's only goal.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's had it taken off him. Gnonto. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
71,649.
There will be a throw-in. Luis Alberto. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Luis Alberto with the short one. Cleared away. Chance! He has done it! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And Martinez! They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pedro Neto. Great chance! Really well taken goal. Two ahead, late in the day. Game over surely.
After 77 minutes.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Leeds needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Bamford. Very nicely done. Tries the cross. Climbs up big! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scores! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Leeds give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can.
Great hit! And that is wildly off target. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's free, he has got space. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a
Hello,
beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mkhitaryan, driving forward. He's a chance! Goal!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
The goal scorer after 10 minutes is number 13, Jonathan David.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. It's anyone's ball now. Armstrong. And it's lofted through. Decent hit! And that is doing no harm at all. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now this could be a chance. Great hit! It's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Pedro Neto.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bannon. Foden. Windass. Patterson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Foden powering forward here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a sharp pass. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Played back in. Oh, nice touch. Could try cutting inside here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Windass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the first half is done. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Shot at goal! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Foden had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
And the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. Patterson. Foden. Windass. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Ramani. Mkhitaryan. Ramani. And it's Mkhitaryan.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Ramani. Pedro Neto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Foden. Armstrong. Patterson. Windass. Carlos Augusto. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
David. Great ball if he can get there. Foden. He's got two. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and played it perfectly.
Number 24.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Coming on the field, number 12, number 28.
Rudiger. Bannon. Over to the left. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. He's been really sharp. That's a great interception.
Windass. Can he get away here? He shifted it to the flank. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Foden. Now Carlos Augusto. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Oh, nice touch. That's the throw. Kluivert. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That is good alertness. Kamada. Has a goal! There it is! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's quick to snatch it. Kamada! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Eze. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Rafael Leao. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Kluivert. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, what? Rafael Leao! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Referee's given a throw. Carlos Augusto. Bruno Guimaraes. Mateta goes steaming forward.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Lovely bit of skill. Kamada. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Rudiger.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rafael Leao. Plenty to aim at here. Rafael Leao! They want to be quick to recover this. Bruno Guimaraes. For Kluivert. And here's Rafael Leao. Sarr. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
We are into overtime. And there's the end of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Rafael Leao.
There's the start of the second half.
Coming on to replace him is Number
Well, I think in
20,
these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Luis Alberto.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Munoz. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And he's in on goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Munoz. Now it's Sarr. Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's the hit! They've done it! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Sarr looking to run onto it. Carlos Augusto. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager...
Oh, what a climb! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
Can he finish? It's a goal! How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. França. Now it's Mateta. Munoz. Mateta. He's found a way past. Mateta stood his ground strongly.
Substitution in progress. There will be 5 minutes added time.
Foden. And the pass is intercepted. Lerma. Crystal Palace clearly now in lead. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And this place is living up to its... Pedro Neto! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Tries a shot! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Kluivert! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Patterson is wide and looking to get onto this. Pedro Neto. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Oh, that's a key interception. And it's played forward. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, sweet feet. Kluivert! And that would have been some goal.
You can only admire his attitude with the determination he found to get close.
"15 minutes till half-time. Rodri. Luis Alberto for Kluivert. Luis Alberto! Denied by an instinctive save.
Luis Alberto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well timed, excellent interception. Luis Alberto. Patterson. Bannon. Windass. Bannon. Windass.
2 added minutes has been
Romani
indicated.
looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's good running with the ball. He's in space and looking for options. That's tidy. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each.
Outside this stadium.
Well, the
Thank you very
scoreline
much for your
indicates a
cooperation.
pretty tight game, but there has been a
Substitution in
lot of
progress.
action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And the ball's a good... And the shot! They've scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now...
Kluivert! It's a goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So all square and not for the first time. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! And they've got their lead back. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. And with that
The
goal
attendance for
comes
this match
comfort.
was 72,306.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kluivert, he's free, big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It's their second corner of the game. Luis Alberto with the short one. Great hit! Great reaction! And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Patterson. Can he get onto this? He's got the shot away! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Rudiger. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pedro Neto. He has found a real chance! Deftly away.
Substitution on the field. Number 24. Number 27.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Rodrigo! And that's a real chance missed.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, Red, nice interception.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
He's having a go! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. Deep into injury time!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Rodrigo. Bannon. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really get
welcome
the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nuno Mendes. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. And the counter is on. Oh, and he's through the middle. Chance! And he's done it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Blackburn make the perfect start. They are already ahead. That's an excellent interception. Nuno Mendes. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That's really nicely played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mkhitaryan. Great hit! It's in! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And the shot! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Blackburn take the lead. Blackburn look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Foden.
2 added minutes has been
He's
indicated.
picked his way through. Foden!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that would have been some goal.
Foden can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Big header! Cleared without hesitation. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leap.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Tries a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Di Lorenzo. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's following up! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive.
Rafael Leao! It's in! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao goes on a charge down the left. And here's Rodrigo. Nice ball. Mkhitaryan!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitutions taking place.
Succumbs to the pressure. Rodri. Mkhitaryan. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Chance to shoot, and it hits one! But clears. Rodrigo! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Rodrigo cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
4 added minutes has been
unnecessary
indicated.
risks, and the game is petering out here. And he's there to get it away. Stood up well to him there. Kozia Dewberry stood his ground strongly. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside.
Might want to be careful there.
And we're done. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The conditions
today's match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Rodrigo. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's tried one!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He could be in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's managed to get free. Has a go! He's delivered all right! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Spread out to the left. Oh, super! And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And we have our very first corner. He gets big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodrigo! He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Nuno Mendes. Rodrigo. Hits one! He's got a goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Mathias Cunha! That's good vision, and they can counter here. Picked out brilliantly, and there's the shot! It's a loose ball.
2 added minutes
Mathias
has
Cunha.
been indicated.
Luis Alberto. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, this is a... And the shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Di Lorenzo. Rodrigo. Rodrigo will not want to lose that. Rodrigo! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Southampton upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
71,898.
Di Lorenzo. Rodri. And Rodrigo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Luis Alberto might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He can run onto that. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Substitution
Well, they're
on
looking
the
a
field.
whole lot more urgent
Number
now.
11.
A lucky break would
Coming
certainly
on to
help their
replace
cause
him
now.
is number 19.
Nuno Mendes. Luis Alberto. And Mendes. Mendes charging forward down that flank. Steaming on goalwards. Now the finish! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
After
He just
78 minutes
absolutely
is
speared that in.
number 20.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished
Number
with such
20.
aplomb.
Number 18.
So the lead
Number
now
26.
is 2.
Coming
Yeah,
on
I
the
can't think
field,
of a better time,
number
Peter, to get that
24.
two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be
Number
decisive.
29. Number 7.
And he's picked out the run. Can he finish? And that's a real chance missed.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
They've played it short. Downs.
Look, it's a run defence.
Decent hit! And yes, it's there! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Southampton give themselves a
There will be
chance
5
of a
minutes
fairy
added
tale
time.
finish.
Well, who's...
And the shot! He scored! They have stolen level at the last!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation.
Mbappe! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Now the finish! Now this could be a chance. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Konsa gets in to thwart him. Konsa did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's got the beating of his man. It's a goal kick. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a decent clearance. Asensio. Now Konsa. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's had a shot! Onana tries to clear. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. They've got to be quick to recover this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Asensio. Watkins. Now it's Asensio. And that's a superb chance! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mbappe. And we hit half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed.
Just a quick reminder,
tight affair,
please
0-0 at the break.
Outside this stadium.
So we are
Thank
still
you very
where
much
we
for your
were at the
cooperation.
beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Neymar. Number
And the second
5,
half gets underway.
Ryan Robson. Coming on the
0-0,
field,
and we're at the
number
halfway
15,
point.
Rashford. Number 6.
She can run onto that. He's tried one! Schneider, Rodri, and Adams. Cafu, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Schneider, and it's Rashford. Rashford goes steaming forward. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Konsa. Cash. Pinches it off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
The attendance for this match
And
was
that interception was
71,550.
most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Asensio. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's played him through. He's picked his way through, and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer
Substitution.
won't let him forget that.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's found a way through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Great position here. And the finish!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's had a hit! They've done it! And that could well be the winner!
Goal!
What a time to take the lead.
After
But now
82
comes the
minutes
dilemma of
is
whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Cafu. Big header! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game.